office because that's something that I want to do as a living. I like to do, I want to get to a point where I can do like workshops. That was my goal in deciding that I wanted to be a life coach. So I took those classes, but you never know if people are really Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday afternoon. Well, it's more toward the evening. It's probably about, let's see. Oh, it's almost 3 o'clock, so technically. I am eating ice cream, guys. This just felt like one of those days that I just wanted to just have an ice cream day. And I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts. I'm actually going to be sharing this video to both of my channels, so I didn't introduce myself as one channel or the other because it's going to actually go on both channels. I felt it was something that needed to be talked about. Look, I'm dropping everything. I want to say also, I want to thank those who have actually joined my exclusive membership. Thank you so much. I am so thrilled that you wanted to join up to the exclusive membership here. Let me remind you of that. For my fan crew, it is $2.99 per month. You can cancel at any time, and it is $3.99 for my royalty fans. And level 1 gets you the custom emojis and badges doing live streams that I do to my regular channels or videos. When you comment, it'll have your badges beside it and exclusive emojis and things like that. Also, it gets you the opportunity to view member-only videos, which I have one today. You'll see that today, a video, just a vlog actually, that I did on yesterday with me and my girlfriend hanging out. Pretty cool stuff. Me being more relaxed, more down to earth. You'll get to see more of me. So if you're interested in that, please join the exclusive membership. And for the royalty fans, you get the monthly live streams, and I'm going to be doing that exclusively for members of the royalty fans. And also you'll be entered into contests and or giveaways, and also you get the other things that I mentioned in the level 1 for the fan crew. So if it's something you're interested in, just supporting me and my channel and this brand and me trying to level it up, I appreciate those who want to do it. But remember also, as I stated, that you can cancel at any time. It's no commitment, but it does help my channel to grow. Hold on a second. Alright guys, I am back. You know, I decided to just go ahead on and eat my ice cream up. I talked to you guys about, you know, doing those little special things for yourself and being caught up in the moment. Just be present in the moment of what you're doing. So I was like, I'm trying to talk, I'm trying to eat my ice cream. So I was like, let me just be in the presence, in the moment, the present and in the moment of eating my ice cream. So that's what I tried to do. So anyway, we're back. But I wanted to have this conversation here on Self Love TV, and also I wanted to just put it on my main page because I think it's important that this message is talked about. And I think it's important that we actually sit back and actually just think about it, and to do a self-examination of where you are in your life. It is really important because someone reminded me of this, and I want to thank her, and she's gonna know when I say what it is. I often refer to myself as an empath. And empaths are people who are very sensitive to other people and the things that they're experiencing and going through. We have a high sensitivity level of caring about other people and putting ourselves out there, even sometimes above our own selves. And I have done that many times in my life, and have been subjected to pain from other people simply in the name of trying to help somebody. And so with that being said, sometimes a certain type of person is drawn toward people who are classified as empaths, and for one, like narcissists are. They're attracted to them because they have a need to have a person in their life that will go and rock hard for them, regardless of what they're doing. Even when they mistreat that person, they'll still go hard. They know that person will still go hard for them and still try to fix them, still try to save them. One of the things that I have became aware of, and this was years ago, this has been probably 8 years ago, is that my need to stop helping people who don't want to help themselves. I actually had to learn that through a relationship, and I shared that with you guys. So it's important that in loving yourself, that you know what your limitations are, what you're willing to give to a person, because you can love a person with your whole heart, and if that person is broken, it will still not be enough. It won't be enough. If you love them with everything that you have and they are broken, that's not going to be enough. They're still going to try to bleed you. And I had to really accept that in the relationship that I was in the past. And it's important that you be aware of that, and know that if you're that person who has this high level sensitivity to other people and caring for people and wanting to help people to be better, be aware of that. And even now, I have to watch myself, because, I do that with my family members. I have the tendency to, even when they can sometimes be as ugly to me, in some ugly ways to me, I still always leave that door open to allow them back in. And my girls have often told me, Mama, stop trying to mediate. Stop trying to fix everybody. Stop trying to, pull people together. And that has been me, because I just have this feeling of wanting to create peace and love, amongst the people that I care about. And so I have to be very careful for, in doing that. And I learn something every day about myself. And so if this is you, please be mindful of that. And sometimes when you're not able to give people the things that they want in life, they lash out at you. They will lash out at you as if you actually have done something to them. Every individual have a right to live their lives in a way that is suited for them, and to do those things that are best for them in their life and where they are. You are not responsible for someone else's happiness. You are not responsible for another person's happiness. I often hear people say, I want a relationship, I want someone that's going to make me happy. And it's not someone's responsibility to make you happy. It is your responsibility to make you happy. It's your responsibility to heal the brokenness within you. It is not someone else's job to do that. And oftentimes people will leech onto people they feel that's going to love them to wellness, or love them out of their darkness, or out of their sadness, or out of their depression. And nobody can do that, and they and it's amazing to me, that I see that manifesting around me in different relationships that I have with my family, with my friends. And I have learned to just let it go. I don't want to make it sound so cold, but sometimes you have to just cut and sever those relationships, because people can be selfish, and if they're going through something in their life, it's more important than anything that they're experiencing, and they're not looking at the people that they may be stepping on in the name of healing themselves. And so you have to be careful about that. And I'm a person that I feel everything, and sometimes when people get upset because of something that's going on in their lives, and they're mad because you're not able to help them with it or supply whatever it is that they need, they'll say some things that can make you actually look at yourself and say, hey, am I that person? Did I do that? When in actuality, you didn't. You know that you have never done anything to harm a person, or you never did anything cruel to that person. Just because you decide to make a different choice with your life, just because you decide to walk down a different path in your life that's different from what someone wants you to do, doesn't mean that you did anything wrong to that person. And people will try to do that. They'll do it subliminally. Have you ever had anybody send you a subliminal message where they try to tell other people things, but instead of saying exactly what they want to say, they'll say it in a way to you're the only person to know that they're talking about you. And I think that's one of the most, that is one of the most ugliest forms of what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of what I'm trying to say right now, the word that I wanted to use for it. But that's actually emotional abuse. That's a form of emotional abuse, because they know that you're the person that cares and loves people. And if anybody tries to emotionally hurt you because they know that this is going to be something that you're sensitive to, and then that person, you have to look at that person and think about, who are they? What kind of person would do something like that? So be very careful of the people in your life. And sometimes people can actually come off very kind. They can have very good spirits, natures about them, do things that make you happy, make you smile. They may be people who buy you gifts. Let me use another example. Spend time with you and could still emotionally abuse you. They could still do that because they throw guilt at you. They try to throw things at you that they know is going to make you feel guilty about a choice that you make. And I see that in all different areas of my life with people that I've had relationships with. And I'm at that point of life where I have gotten to the point where I understand it, and it's not that hard for me to sever that relationship. In loving yourself, you get to choose the type of relationships that you want. And for me, I want a person who in my life to understand that healing starts with you, and that before I step out to put myself in the life of someone else, I want to be able to be fully responsible for the things that I do, fully responsible for my actions and the words that come out of my mouth. Because one of the things that people think is easy to get over with, and I see this a lot, people can verbally abuse you. They can say some harsh, cruel things to you and later on be sorry. And because they tell you they're sorry, they think that you're supposed to forgive them. Well, I apologize to you. I said I was sorry. We're not perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. But here's the thing. That's a possibility for something to happen like that. But when you continually do the same thing over and over again, you continually verbally assault a person after you've already apologized for it. At that particular point, it becomes a choice that you're making. You're choosing to do the same thing over and over again that you know is going to cause that person some type of emotional pain. And when you see people doing that, guys, don't be afraid to call them out. And don't be afraid to make a decision if that doesn't work for you. Be okay with them being upset with you. Be okay with them lashing out or being angry. But one of the things that does for me when I make a decision to allow something to go on its way is I look at the behavior of that person. And if that behavior of that person is ugly in the way that they're talking to you or talking about you, or messages they're sending out to you subliminally, or just sending them to you via text message, email, voicemail, I look at that. Because one of the things I know for a fact, my mama used to say this all the time, you don't want to hurt somebody that you truly love. So if you intentionally set out to hurt somebody, I question your love for me. So be mindful of that. That's with family. That's with friends. That's with significant others. It is time for you to know what you deserve in your life and to preserve your heart. Do not allow somebody to walk all over your heart and then profess in the same breath that they care about you and that they love you. Love is what love does. You can't tell me you love me if you're not showing me you love me. And that's one thing that I realized, because when I was married, one of the things my husband did all the time was he told me he loved me all the time. He probably told me he loved me way more than I told him I loved him. And he could still do some of the most ugliest things. So it's not about, you know, those words that come out of your mouth. It's not about that. When you care about somebody, you're going to show them in every way possible. You know, I'd rather somebody show me they love me versus telling me that they love me. Now, of course, we as women, we love hearing it. I'm sure men love to hear it also. But when you show me you love me, I can respect that more than you telling me, because we know that people say that every day and don't mean a word of it. So this video, I'm leaving, and I know particular people are going to be watching this video. And I have people in my life that watches my videos, and they always think my videos are about them. And if this video makes you feel it's about you, then you need to maybe to analyze yourself, to look at yourself, do a self-check. Because maybe it's convicting you in some way and making you feel like it's something about you that resonates with you in this video. See, it's one thing to be watching the videos because you're supportive, and another one because you're looking to see if somebody is talking about you and judging you in some way. So if this is resonating with you, then that's your spirit convicting you, in my opinion. But I feel that it's necessary, ladies, that we pay attention to the circle, the people that we have. Don't be afraid to allow people to walk their paths alone. And I'm not saying that at some point, sometimes you can meet back up on a path with someone in your life, but it's important that when you decide to align your life with a person, that you're not there just to be that person that tries to heal them and to help them get on their path. It's a good thing to have friends in your life that support you and you support them. But healing is not your responsibility. It absolutely isn't. And I made a decision that I don't want to be the person who always trying to heal somebody, always trying to fix a person, always trying to get somebody on their path. You have to find your own path. I had to find my own path, because it was a time in my life when I was just as broken, just as hurt, needed healing. And I knew that would only come if I sought it myself, that it wasn't nobody else's responsibility to give it to me, but that was some work I needed to do for myself. Each and every person is responsible for that. Each and every person is responsible for finding their own happiness. And when you align that happiness and meet up with another person, you're going to be two beautiful, happy people together. But it's not anybody's responsibility to give that to you. So make sure you know that. Make sure that you know that, ladies. Make sure that you know it. So thank you for tuning in today. I hope you all will have a wonderful day. Remember, exclusive members of the fan club, Lydia's fan club, make sure you go over and view the video that I have for you today, as well as my royalty. I keep getting it backwards. It's my fan crew and royalty fans. Make sure you go over and view the video that I have, the vlog I did on yesterday. Hope you enjoy, guys. And if you're interested, make sure you join. Come on, join and be a part of that family. And I thank you so much for watching today. You guys have a wonderful week. It is Sunday evening and we're getting ready to start a new week. Make sure you're protecting yourselves in all the ways that you can to be healthy. Make sure you're being mindful of your family members when you're going out, so you don't want to come home and bring things home. So that's important. Take all the precautions. Even if you believe or don't believe, let's be smart. Let's use our minds also to protect ourselves. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys on next week. Remember, always peace and love, kisses and hugs, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.